Hello everyone, welcome back to Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Last time we closed out summer camp. A lot happened, but not so much that I had to deal with Yuna, so we just kind of got glimpses here and there. Though we did witness another pretty awkward fight between Matsuri and Miyu that was akin to like two divorced parents arguing and fighting over their child. The child in this case was Hina. And now we're gonna continue through August and get some story from Sachi. Let's see what she has to say. The school was almost deserted after the summer camp. Barely any clubs had activities today, and all we heard on the roof were the energetic voices of the cicadas.
暇になっちゃいましたね。そうね。
Megumi muttered next to me, gazing out absent-mindedly at the schoolyard. It might have been quite a while since we've seen the school this quiet. There have been countless times when the roof was like this, plenty of Sundays with no club activities. So I wonder why this day feels so empty, this summer vacation.
なんかつまんないな。そうね。
I understand how Megumi feels very well. I feel the same way. Not exactly bored, but the silence, with just the two of us here. It feels oddly lonely.
何にもすることがないってこんなに暇だったかな。つまんなかったかな。
That's cute. You guys miss Yuna. Clearly. Quite. She really is quite right. I like the school when it's quiet too. I like being alone with Megumi when no one else is around, however. This summer vacation, it feels a bit lonely with the empty school. Even though Megumi and I were so elated before the summer camp began, waiting for it. But now that the summer camp is over...
もうユナも夏休みが終わるまで学校来ないのかな。かもしれないわね。
Yes, it's because Unisan's not here. We could speak with her if she came to visit us. About Maki-chan and Miki-chan, about Sasa-chan and Umi-chan, about Sono-sensei and Kiri-chan, about Yoko-chan and Aki-chan, and Matsuri-chan and Miyu-chan. We could talk about so many people. Ever since we met Unison, I've found that very enjoyable. Since meeting Unison, we've been able to talk about so many girls and do so much help to help them as well. Just how much excitement and happiness has that brought the two of us? Our days have been so fulfilling since then. That's all it's taken to make the school feel lonely without her. The roof without Unison feels expansive. The time she's not here feels so long. Unison. She showed us a different side of herself this summer as well, a side that seemed bright to me. After she let go of the weight she'd been carrying in her heart, she started acting so much more lively. I'm sure that was her true brilliance, her true strength, and it was so bright, the strength to cast aside her burden like that. It was so bright, as I watched her change before my eyes, I began to notice the shadows forming in my own heart. The shadows I can't show to Unison or to Megumi.
サチさんと二人きりなのがつまんないってことじゃないですよ。ええ、わかってるわよ。でも寂しいわよね。ユナさんがいないと。そういうわけでもないんですけど。
My dear Megumi, so upfront and earnest, always so devoted to me, my precious sweetheart. But, Megumi, I'm afraid of what might happen if I expose my shadows to you, when I can't even bring myself to tell you of them. Would you still love me in spite of it all? What about you, Unison? What would you think if you learned of my true self? I may never reach an answer to these doubts of mine. Right now, I don't have the courage to bare my soul like Unison did. I wonder if I'll find that courage one day. Will I find it in myself to tell someone, to tell Megumi, to tell Unison? I want the courage. I do. The courage I've yet to find in myself all this time. While captive to those thoughts, I suddenly heard a noise from the door to the roof. When Megumi and I both turned to the entrance, we saw... Oh, that's so sweet. Yuna came to visit.
どうしたのユナさん
It was Unison who'd come to the roof. But why? I don't imagine there was any reason for her to be at school today.
どうしたの何か忘れ物でもしたのそういうんじゃなくて
Unison hesitated a bit with her words as she came over to her usual bench. In her hand was the bag she always kept her lunch in.
ちょっと合宿で慌ただしかったから時期を外しちゃったんだけど
She said, sitting on the bench and removing her lunchbox from the bag. No, it was a different plastic box, though the same size.
何そのタッパーほらこの間までお盆だったでしょだからなんとなくというか
Unison said, opening the lid.
何これおはぎ作ってきたのお彼岸じゃないけど他に思いつかなくてまあ
In the box were 4 somewhat large ohagi. Would it be rude to say that they looked a bit like charcoal briquettes?
おはぎほんと季節外れねいいでしょ別に結構自信作なのよほんと美味しそうねどうも
True, they are normally eaten on Hoigan, so it was about a month early, but I couldn't help smiling. Megumi was complaining, but she had a grin too. Yeah, I'd be more worried if Megumi wasn't complaining, because that's just what she does. Especially with Yuna.
これを私たちに見せるためにわざわざ学校まで来たのそうよサチさんもめぐみもお盆に帰ったりできないわけでしょ花壇の水やりを頼まれたって言って入ってきたんだから文句があるならあげないわよほんとユナっておせっかいなのねわざわざそんな言い訳作ってまで来なくてもいいのにもういいでしょそんなこと
That was a nice little exchange. Ah, Unison's smiling. She puffed up her cheeks a little in response to Megumi's words, though. She can smile now, even when someone calls her a busybody. It must have been refreshing to get all that off of her chest with Hina-chan. Oh, wow. So, okay. So they did see what happened between Yuna and Hina. I wasn't sure when Sachi said that she knew, when Sachi mentioned that Yuna had, lifted the burden off her shoulders. I thought she was talking about when Yuna spoke to Aihara senpai, because I don't remember Sachi and Megumi, because Yuna never told Sachi and Megumi about what she had talked about with Hina, right? So were Sachi and Megumi, or maybe just Sachi, spying on her? That's interesting. Unless that was already obvious and I just forgot that happened. But it's interesting.
どういたしまして。でも、そんなにおはぎが不満なら何か食べたいものでも教えてよ。そしたら今度作ってきてあげるから。本当？ええ。何でもいいわよ。めぐみ、カルボナーラスパゲッティ。カルボナーラ？そう、一度だけ食べたことがあるの。すっごく美味しかったのよ。でもできるの？専門店でしか食べられないのよ。できるわよ。30年前とは違うんだから。 サチさんは好きな食べ物とかある？芋ナマスとか好きだったけど。え？芋ナマス？ええ、芋ナマス。はあ。ちょっと書いたら調べてみます。
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is either, but it's probably some like, because Sachi's so old, it might be, I imagine maybe it's something that's like a really old dish or something like that. Oh, she doesn't know it.
あら、芋ナマスも知らないの？めぐみは知ってるの？サチさんの好きな食べ物知らないわけないでしょ。食べたことはあるの？ないけど。じゃあ一緒じゃない。作り方は調べておきます。芋って里芋？いいえ、じゃがいもよ。確かお水でさらしてから酢の物にするんだけど。わかりました。それでだいたい見当つくかも。ちゃんと調べておくのよ。カルボナーラもよ。はいはい、そのうちにね。でも今日のところはおはぎで我慢してよね。でもどうしよう。私だけ食べても仕方ないのかな。
Wait, you... Wait, Yuna, did you really make an offering of the food? I thought you were joking. Yeah, I thought that's what Yuna was going for, actually, was that, you know, at least Megumi could taste the food with her. Megumi said as she sat down right next to Unison. Ah, that's right. Megumi can taste them with Unison, can't she? Aww.
いいのよ、気にしないで。せっかく作ってくれたんだから、めぐみにもお裾分けしてあげて。でも。サチさんもほらそっち側、反対側に座って一緒にね。でも私は味がわからないし。いいですよ、こっち側座ってよ、サチさん。まあせめて気分だけでもね。サチさん。ええ、そうね。
I suppose I can share in the mood, at least, since Unison went to the trouble of making them. I sat down as Megumi had on the other side of Unison, and I leaned into Unison as she had.
なんか暑苦しい感じ。まあ二人とも幽霊だからそんなことないんだけど。それじゃあいただきます。いただきます。
You know, I really have to stop playing this game right before, like, lunch or dinner, because it always just makes me super hungry.
いただきます。
How strange. It's been so long since I've said anything like that. Unison took out a pair of chopsticks and split one of the ohagi in half. Then she lifted one of the halves and brought it to her mouth.
田舎風のおはぎよね。おっきいの作ってきたのね。こしあんより粒あんの方が好きなの。私の家だとこういう風に大きめに作るから。
Oh, so these are country style. They look like perfectly normal ohagi to me.
うわ、おいしい。でもそんなに甘くないのね。
She's right. I wonder if she doesn't use very much sugar. Oh, I can taste the natural sweetness of the soft azuki beans in my mouth. So, did Sachi just learn that she has the same ability to possess Yuna? Because she just tasted the food? Uh-oh.
お餅じゃなくて半分ついたもち米なのね。ん？サチさん？嘘。味がわかる。
What's going on? I can taste food, feel food in my mouth for the first time in so long. The sensation of the husks of the azuki beans against my molars, the feel of the sticky rice on my tongue, and this faint sweetness.
ユナさん、私、おはぎの味がわかるわ。サチさん、ちょっとめぐみ。
Megumi dove toward me over Unison. But what is this? Is this what Megumi experienced before? Am I possessing Unison? Am I sharing her senses by sticking close to her?
でも、どうして？
そんなのどうだっていいですよ。すごいじゃないユナ、このおはぎすごい。
いや、別におはぎのおかげじゃないでしょ。
ほら、もっと食べて食べて。
ちょっとせかさないでよ。そのユナさん、私ももっとおはぎ食べたい。サチさんまで？だって久しぶりなんですもの。
Right? Who wouldn't want to indulge in that? I wonder why. I've never been able to do something like this before now. Unison brought another piece of ohagi to her lips, and I could taste the flavor again. Ah, that's right. This is what it feels like to eat something, isn't it? Unison ate more of her homemade ohagi after that, hurried on by the two of us. Megumi and I stuffed our cheeks with it. We enjoyed the delicious ohagi to our heart's content.
ごめん、さすがに連続で3個は食べられない。結構重たいのよこれ。
もう若いんでしょ。もっとたくさん食べなさいよ。
お砂糖はそんなに使ってないけど、おにぎりくらいのカロリーはあるのよ。
私は気にならないもん。
That's right, when you're a ghost, you can possess Yuna. You don't have to worry about calories or health. Oh man, that'd be awesome, right? You just eat whatever you want, don't have to worry about the health ramifications, the physical ramifications of like binge eating stuff you love. Oh man. They really were delicious. I know it's impossible, but it really feels like my stomach is nice and full. Though perhaps that's what Unison is feeling. Oh, but now I might...
ユナさん？何？
be able to make a long-held dream of mine come true.
私ずっと味わってみたいものがあって。何です？ずっとね。
Are we still talking about food?
コーラっていうのを飲んでみたい。
Yeah, of course. Only my perverted mind goes to those places.
コーラ？コーラ？黒くてシュワシュワしてる飲み物。ここでみんなよく飲んでるわよね。みんな美味しそうに飲んでるからずっと羨ましくって、どんな味なのかなって。おはぎの後にコーラ。すごいことになりそう。そんなに大変なものなの？ごめんなさい。無理を言うつもりはないんだけど。いえ。ただちょっとほんとカロリー的に。
いいでしょ。サチさんが飲みたいって言ってるんだから買ってきてよ今すぐに。ほら。
なんであんたに言われなきゃならないのよ。まあいいです。ちょっと自販機で買ってきます。待っててください。
Unison said, standing and walking off toward the entrance of the roof. Oh, I'm so glad I said something. I can't believe my long-held dream is finally coming true. I love how that's a long-held dream. I could totally understand the envy, though, and wanting to taste Coke, but... a long-held dream might not be how I'd put it. But if you're a ghost, your priorities are probably a little different than when you're alive. Unison returned in just a few minutes. The three of us lined up by the railing of the roof, Megumi and I on either side of Yuna. Oh, I like that picture. I've seen it before. It's in the opening video, I think, and I've been waiting for the scene. It's a nice shot of the three of them, I think. We clung tight to Unison, unable to restrain our excitement. I heard the rush of air escaping as Unison pulled on the top. Ah, I remember. This is the same sound that Ramune made. It's so nostalgic. And it makes me remember summer days. Memories of days under the sun like today. Unison brought the can to her lips and tilted it. Liquid with tiny bubbles sparkling in it. Black even under the sunlight poured into Yuna's mouth. A bubbly sensation spread out atop my tongue. This is the bursting sensation of carbonated water, and the sweetness filling my mouth. It's a bit strange. Yeah, drink more, Yuna. It's so funny to see Sachi like be so overly excited about something, because she's generally so composed. So we've seen her be happy before for sure, and I think excited too. But to be this in particular, this picture right here with like Sachi clinging to Yuna's arm, it seems so unlike her, but in a good way. I never imagined I'd be able to experience something like this. Ohagi, cola, sensations I'd all but forgotten over my 80 long years as a ghost. Dreams come true. Ah, this summer has truly become a special season. All this time I've spent with Megumi, unchanging, is finally moving in a big way. And it's all because of you, Unison. Our time is moving now, ever since that moment you noticed us. The two of us had forgotten Oban, the season when spirits return home. It's a bit late, but I'm sure it's because you remembered. The sensation I feel now, of bubbles bursting on my tongue, must be some small miracle of Oban. Oh, that's it? Okay, this one's super short then, but I guess maybe it makes up for the really long episodes I've had the last couple times. So that was kind of a cool little insight into Sachi's mind. We still don't know what she's hiding and lying about. So close. But we'll have to find out later. So I will talk to you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching as always, and take care.